Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. And today we're back for another round of Terraria Elements Awoken. It's the day after Pancake Day, and I have to say, I feel a little sluggish. I may have overindulged yesterday. I'm sure half the people in Britain can sympathize with that. When it comes to Pancake Day, there are no real limits, so I'm paying the prices today. But welcome back. In today's episode, we have a brand new modded boss that we need to defeat. And I'm pretty sure the spawning recipe was using that leaf that we got from Plantera. So we probably have to do one more fight against Plantera. But the way I wanted to start today's episode is by making a brand new weapon. Because right now, we have the Eye of Regoroth. And I have to say, it's pretty good. You know, I'm not really complaining about it. But I do feel like I need to try and find some kind of variation. Elements Awoken is pretty small. That's fine. It's a smaller mod. But it does mean that sometimes you have to go out of your way to try and find the new stuff. Some kind of variation. You know what I mean? In Calamity, Enforium, there's so much content, you pretty much get given too much. Here you have to go looking. So, the weapon I saw was an upgrade to the ray gun from Golem. So I thought to start today's episode, I would do 2 Golem fights back to back. This is pretty much the setup that we use, right? Truthfully, I'm going to be real with you. It's been a couple of days since we did Golem, and I can't fully remember. But that being said, we just need the ray gun. I think it might be called the heat gun. I can't exactly remember the name. For some reason, it has escaped me, and I feel like a lot of it is probably due to the fact that I am currently, in the community, Golem's biggest hater, I feel like. I feel like I'll take any opportunity to insult the boss. And I stand by that. I want to see big buffs. I was actually talking in a Chippy gaming video recently about how they're buffing it in expert mode. And I'm like, well, can we buff it in all versions, please? Golem is too easy. Let's be real about it. But this fight is going pretty well. I really like how all of the little projectiles are hitting every single part of him. So you don't really have to worry. But let's be real. I could have a copper short sword and I'd be just fine. Right, let's open it up. I didn't get what I wanted. I did get some sun fragments. Now, I am going to refresh my memory a little bit because it's been a couple days. So this makes the boots that you wouldn't make because they give you immunity to wooden spikes, and you wouldn't need that. And it also makes the putrefier, which is something that can be placed. Okay, so not really anything I'm interested in. So I'm just going to farm this out one more time, and I'll see what I get. This is the only 2 power cells that I have, so I'm kind of relying on this. If not, I'm going to jump straight into Plantera, probably. All right, let's check this out. Bam. Did we get it? No. But we did get the pixel. So, in a way, small win. I would say small win. That's pretty good. So, the cool thing about Plantera is that I actually do know where a bulb is. So, it's not going to be a case of, well, now we've got to hunt around for a bulb. No, we know where one is because there's one right next to our temple entrance. And this actually leads into something really interesting because I built out my blue mushroom biome. This took a little while to grow, but it was well worth it. And the reason I did this is because we're going to do Duke Fish Rom, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. And I thought I would use my old method of actually spreading the blue mushroom solution underground. And then we can like get truffle worms a little bit quicker. So I'm going to take a Contaminator with me. Let's have a little look at these, by the way. So this is the sonic arm. Whips occasionally crack, releasing a sonic wave. The Buildmonger's donator item. Summons a rideable crow mount. Let's check this out then. So, oh my god. What is that? I love it, but not really. Do you know what I mean? Do crows really have legs that are that long? Do they? Maybe. I usually do find that a lot of the donator items are kind of a little bit off, but I actually really like them. Every time I see a little tag that says donator item, it does make me smile to think that people are out there paying their hard-earned money, supporting mods. It's really, really nice to see, let's be real. So, so that's kind of interesting. I bet you that person probably got it so that it matched their character, do you know what I mean? It's like something only they would want. It's pretty fun. Maybe we should have a donator item. We had one in Spirit. I don't know what I'd have though. That's the only problem. That's why I kind of don't go for this sort of thing, because once I got the couch, you know, where do you really go from there? Broken washing machine? Well, we've already got that kind of pet. Somebody's already made that, which is pretty cool. And they're making something else as well. But we'll talk about that one day. Okay, so let me head down to my arena anyway. We're going to do Plantera, like I said. So other than Pancake Day and working on Life Hacks number 8, I've just been reading. I've been reading the Prisoner of Azkaban, and I'm really enjoying it. I can't remember if I've read it or not. I'm pretty sure I haven't. That's the thing. I know that there are some that I didn't read. The truth is, I read them all back to back many years ago when I worked in a kitchen. And it was during the winter, and there was basically nobody coming in, so I read all of them back to back. But I can't remember which one I didn't read, because I didn't read them all exactly, because there was one or two that I didn't own, and I didn't want to buy. So I just skipped around and read a couple of them. But the thing is, because I know the movies so well, I now can't remember which one I've read and which one I haven't, because I'm like, well, I already know the story. Do you know what I mean? It's all kind of blending into my head. And I remember I listened to an audiobook version of one of them, and I can't remember which one it was. I feel like it was the Order of the Phoenix. Anyway, I'm basically just getting back on the Harry Potter hype. It's all I can think about at the minute. I binge-watched the movies back to back, as I was talking about. And one of the things I did the other day was I played through the alpha version of the Minecraft Harry Potter adventure map that's being worked on. It's like a mod, but it's not a mod, but it looks like a mod. It's fantastic. When it fully comes out, I think I'm going to play it on the channel. They did say they don't really want YouTubers covering it while it's in the alpha state, so I was considering it to actually play it with you guys, but I'm going to skip on that for a little while. Okay, so this is not how you do Plantera. You're meant to do Plantera where you've got a nice, easy open arena, and where is that? Okay, it's just below here. And there you go. Nice, new record. Hell yeah, boy. So is this the leaf? The biomatter. Yeah, that's the leaf. And look at that. We actually got some pretty good stuff. We got some summoner stuff. We got the pygmy staff. Godly as well. Damn. Plantera collectible in action figure. Oh yeah, because we have Chad's furniture, don't we? Oh, that's really cool. Let me plonk this one down. I've got Golem in this house over here, so I'll put Plantera right here. Oh man, Plantera be looking good. I really like that. That's pretty sick. Feathered goggles. Oh yeah, that's the rideable crow. I've even forgotten it. It's only been a few minutes, but damn. Alright, so let's put this in here. Let's see what we need to make. So the thing we needed to make was... It's not the leaf. It's not. Oh god. I just remembered it's actually not the leaf that we need. Wow. I just wasted so much time then. I hope you guys don't mind. Alright, let me turn this off. Oh god, the dryad's dead. We need to get away. You guys know I've got a NPC to save. Ulticore. This is what it was. Ulticore. I thought it was made of the leaf. Ulticore. What's it? Oh, it's not. What was made of the leaf? I swear there was something made of the leaf. Oh my god. Alright, well since it's nighttime, we'll give this a quick go. My god. I really did think that we were on track to do something good then. Okay. So let's make the Ulticore. Ulticore. Yep, we can craft it. Bam. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete some of these items. How long have I got left on my potions? I've got, yeah, 4 minutes on a mana regen. I'll take that. All right, let's jump into this. Hopefully we do this fine. What is this boss? Is it? It looks like a tiny little bird. Is that what you are? Are you a tiny little bird? I can't even see you. I need my glasses on. I don't have my glasses on today. Is it a person? Because the thing is, the sprite is a normal guy's head. But I'm pretty sure it's a bird. I really genuinely, and I'm not even like being dramatic, cannot see this boss, by the way. Just to be clear, like, it moves too fast and my eyes can't keep up. I'm just like following the little NPC cursor, pretty much. This is giving me Celestials vibes, but not as bad. A little bit better for sure. So this boss is actually a really good time for me to talk about the Lunatic Cultist, because when I think about how I rank Terraria bosses, I always think of the Lunatic Cultist as pretty low on my list, and it's not because it's like a gateway to the pillars or, you know, just like kind of insignificant. The thing I don't really like about the Lunatic is it's small. I really, really like it when a boss in any game is a lot bigger than the player. Like, for example, not Shadow of the Colossus size, but just bigger. right? Just a lot bigger. Like, that's why I think the Moonlord is so good, because it takes up, like, the back screen. Like, how mental is that? It's just huge. When I think of the Binding of Isaac, here's a good one. When I think of the Binding of Isaac, I think the Isaac fight, when you do the boss at the end, or, like, on one of the endings, and it's just a boss that looks like you, I'm like, it's not as cool as, like, Monstro or Mum, because the Mum fight is massive. So I think I've got similar vibes in other games. At least we're doing fine, though. I am running out of mana regen, so I'm going to have to be annoying and go and buy one. So let's see if I can survive during this. I'll probably die, but I'm pretty good at this kind of thing. Bam. Look at that. Still alive. All right. And out there, I got my mana regen and a little bit of life. So hopefully I survive. Oh, okay. So it's doing the ray thing a little bit like the icy boss from the previous episode, Permafrost. And it's funny because people pointed out that instead of doing the circular motion like the mod clearly wants you to do, I just kind of learned how to get outside the ring of it. So I just kind of, I unintentionally cheesed it. I didn't realize that it was clearly doing a circle pattern. You were meant to kind of go around like a clock. 15 health. That's not good. Oh, damn. All right. Well, I'm going to have to redo that one. Oh, that's kind of cool when you actually get to see it. That's the first time I fully got to see it. Ah, there you go. I tried to warn you, kid. Yeah, that's fair. That was fun, though. All right, so to pass the time until the next night time, I went and grabbed a few power cells, so I thought we could do a little bit of farming, but I'm also going to use this time to do kind of like an open dialogue. So the next series, as many of you know, after this one, will more than likely be the Mage series with Calamity and Thorium. And I have to say, I'm very, very excited to be jumping back into Calamity and Thorium. For me, they feel almost like vanilla at this point, in the sense of, if I don't play them for a while, I do genuinely miss them. But one thing I'd really like for the series, and this is where I could use a little bit of feedback, is I'd like a goal with the series that isn't just, hey, you got to beat the game being a wizard, all right? So one of the reasons I really liked the Yo-Yo series with Calamity and Thorium is that I set myself the goal of, okay, you have to collect every single modded yo-yo. And the fun of that, because I was never going to use them all, is what really kept me going through the series. I really enjoyed that aspect. And what I assume right now is that there's more than likely a million mage weapons compared to yo-yos. So if you guys could think of something similar or something that you'd like to see, do let me know in a comment down below. I'm just struggling with that aspect right now. All right, let's check. Is it going to be the weapon? It's not the weapon. All right, on to topic number 2. So I'm considering starting up doing a weekly live stream, or maybe 2, a special event once a week, because I feel like live streaming could open the door to some kind of content that I don't really get to make at the minute, you know, something a little bit different. Like, for example, I have never played hardcore Terraria. You know, obviously when you die, it's gone forever. And I feel like if I was ever to play that, a weekly live stream event would be a really special time for that. And then we'll swap it up. Every week we'll do something a little bit different. Maybe I can get you guys involved and we can like open up some kind of server for the week or do something like that. So I'm considering that, but I feel like if I was to do that, I'd probably do it over on Twitch. So that would require you guys to come over to a different website. And then that way what I'll do is I'll stream it. Maybe we'll edit it up. And then, you know, it's something a little bit different for the channel. And then the final thing is in regards to merch. So as you guys know, I've done limited runs in the past. I think I've done 2, maybe 3, where we run merch for a week and once it's gone, it's gone. But I'm thinking about opening up something a little bit more permanent. So people, you know, that might not be able to buy one week or the next week have a little bit of time to actually grab something. So what we need to do is we need to come up with a few designs that could, you know, stay relevant throughout time. For example, I really like the cactus t-shirt, if you guys have ever seen it, that I made a couple of months ago. I personally still love that, even though we're not doing the cactus series anymore. I feel like that's got legs, that stands. But maybe we'll add some more. Maybe like a scuffed version of the Domino's Rolex could make its way there. That'd be pretty cool. And with that, we got the heat ray. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about, for now at least. I'll get back to you if there's any more. But thank you guys for being open and having a little listen. Alright, so, freeze ray. Sounds pretty cool. It reminds me of the freeze gun from Call of Duty Zombies. I love that gun. My god. I used to play that map 5 just to get it. I don't know if that's a dated reference anymore. They've done remasters, right? I'm not old. He's only 23. Okay, let's give this a bit of a reforge before we use it. So the thing with this weapon is that I'm assuming before we use it, it's probably just a regular gun. So you need to be very accurate with it. And I feel like I won't be very accurate during this fight, so it might not be worth using. That could be interesting. I think that could definitely be interesting. But what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to try this out. If this doesn't go too well, I'm going to swap back to the Eye of Regoroth. And with that being said, this Eye of Regoroth 100% needs a reforge. Look at that. Deadly. Alright. Alright, there we go. Cool. Okay. Is it nighttime yet? No. Alright, it's time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this mana regen on. And then we're not going to panic once it runs out. But that being said, I just took invisibility. I'm going to turn that off. I got those so that we could use them for the finding the truffle worms, basically. You have something I require. What is that, my friend? So I would say so far, this is doing pretty good. But I am going to swap back to the Eye of Regoroth. The thing with the Eye of Regoroth is it's got that wide spread. And I think for a boss that's moving so quickly, we need the widespread. Alright, so I'm about halfway. And I just got reminded of something that happened the other day. I was meant to tell you guys. So Court called me into the back room because something was wrong. And I opened the door and the floor was soaking, right? Giant puddle. Stepped in it, wet sock. It's not a great experience, right? And what would have normally been a very annoying situation, I just kind of laughed. Because my washing machine, once again, has a developing fault. And this new fault, which it's never had these symptoms before, let me tell you. So you know the little drawer that you have on a washing machine where you put in, like, the fabric conditioner? Well, on a normal wash, what happens is you put it in that little slot, and then the washing machine sends some water to that slot to retrieve the fabric conditioner to mix it in with your clothes, right? Get some nice and soft, get some smelling good. It's a very powerful drawer. We all need it. So mine now leaks, and I don't just mean a little leak, I do mean a flood. It floods. But thankfully, it's not too flooded, and it'll be fine. I'm going to see what happens. I'm wondering if, because the meme with the washing machine is that it's just always been the most rattly, janky, broken thing going, and it does sound awful. It sounds dreadful, genuinely. Well, the thing is with it now, is that I'm wondering if all that rattling is causing the water to kind of flood out of that pocket. No! Oh, it's actually a girl. Is it a girl? Like a boy. I really didn't want to lose this fight because I've already done it. And I've already dragged it out. I'm going to do it one more time, but I'm going to be quiet. Because I don't know if I'm just like, don't know if I'm causing my own doom. So I believe I've entered the final form of the fight. There might be one after this. So what it's currently doing is basically just teleporting around. And it's my goal now to shoot at it and also dodge it. Pretty much like the rest of the fight. Didn't do a very good job of explaining that. Okay, so it's getting very low. It's teleporting around, but it seems to have lost its magical circle. So not really sure what's going on there. But the cool thing is, because the boss has reached a certain point and its health is so low, it's kicked in the bloodstone that's draining life from it. So it's pretty funny to see. I'm so nervous though. I'm like, if you fly into my path and I die, I just can't take it. Alright, 800 health. Come on. The thing is, I can't even tank it. Look how low my health is. Look how scary the situation is. I'm actually petrified to move properly. I didn't want to have to do this. No. You are joking. There's not another boss. No way. Come on. I've been fighting that for like 5 minutes. I just looked. I've been fighting it for 7 minutes. And there's another boss. Something's up with that. I must have the weakest weapon in Elements Awoken. This is a boss. This looks cool. Skip the first half. Just keep this. This is what I'm playing for. This is the good stuff. Hopefully you guys don't think I'm bashing the mod, because I don't mean to. Obsidious is no longer after you. If that despawned... Nah, it's the end of the day, innit? I think it's the night running out. I was just about to say, though, if that despawned, that's it. I'm not playing this mod anymore. I've had enough. Alright, well, there you go. So if you're a big Elements Awoken fan, I am curious to know, is there a weapon that I should be using? Because... I think it's very evident I must be underpowered. I have to be. That can't be it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was a bit of a laugh. I'm glad that we got to make a new weapon and also see the true form of what looks to be a very interesting boss. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to give it a big fat thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, guys, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.